My name is Elizabeth Coyle, and my demonstrative speech topic is how easy it is to make green bean casserole. Alright, now the first step to make it would be to go to your oven and preheat it to 350 degrees. And then, once you do that, you want to go ahead and gather all of the ingredients that you would need to make your green bean casserole, which would be 2 cans of green beans, an 1/8 teaspoon of ground black pepper, 1 can of condensed mushroom soup. You only need 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. And I really like onions, so we're going to use the whole big can of French fried onions. And also 1/2 cup of milk. And then, once you have all your ingredients, what I like to do is go ahead and cook the mushroom soup with the milk on the stove. That way the mushroom soup doesn't stay lumpy or anything. And then you want to put your green beans, some of your onions, the mushroom soup, the soy sauce, and the ground black pepper inside your casserole dish and mix it up really well so all the flavors blend together. And then once you do that, you want to go ahead and put it in your already preheated oven for 25 minutes. And once you let that bake, after the 25 minutes, you want to pull it out and put the remaining French's fried onions on top, and then put it in for 5 more minutes, and then let it get golden brown and take it out. Right? Now there are several variants to this recipe. Many families like to make it their own. You can add bacon or potatoes or cheese, just depending on what your family would like, and basically their favorite foods you can just mix right in and it'll blend together very well. Now, does anybody have any questions on any other procedures in making green bean casserole?
I do.
AJ?
What are you putting in the oven?
It goes in a 9x9 casserole dish, which is about half of this size, and it makes all the ingredients that I told you would fit right in that casserole dish for you.
Thank you.
Courtney?
Yes, how many servings does it, how many people do it feed?
For the recipe that I just gave you, it yields typically 4 servings, depending on how much the people want to eat, really. But you can always double the recipe for more people. It's real easy.
Okay.
You eat ice cream with it?
I'm sorry?
When you get sick, you eat ice cream, like dessert.
I don't understand your question.
Will you get sick if you eat dessert with that meal?
No, you won't get sick at all. Esperanza?
That's your question.
How do you put it in? You put it in the oven on the middle rack and shut the door so it cooks. Courtney?
Have you ever made this before?
Yes, I have made it before. I typically make it for Thanksgiving or Christmas, and that's a lot of times when you see it in family traditions. And I also make it for dinner sometimes, you know, just something quick and easy to throw in the oven. James?
This is your original recipe, right?
No, actually it's not. I got it from the Campbell's website.
Oh, okay.
But yes, I've been following it for years, and it's great.
But what sparked your interest in making the dish?
Well, my mom here has made it for me before, and she's typically the one that throws tomatoes and hot dogs and potatoes and everything else in there, different flavors. But that's really what sparked my interest. I wanted to cook like my mom, so definitely tastes the same, so it worked. Yes? Yes?
Is it good for leftovers if you want to eat it the next day?
Yes, it is definitely good for leftovers. You just want to make sure that you cover it and put it in the refrigerator so that way it doesn't dry out at all for you. Anybody else?
Can you freeze the leftovers?
Well, me personally, I've never frozen the leftovers. However, it's definitely an option that you would want to do. You can just make sure you seal it in a good container so it doesn't get frostbite or anything.
Okay, so what if, have you ever heard of a recipe where they use the frozen green beans
I
inside
have,
of this green bean casserole?
well, I have heard of that. However, it is an additional step to go ahead and cook the green beans first. That way you make sure they're thoroughly cooked and they're not frozen at all when you go ahead and finish your green bean casserole or anything.
Would you suggest like adding like red onions to it?
I would definitely suggest that because it would bring out more of the onion flavor in it and be very delicious. Any more questions?